Yo boys, what is going on? Welcome back to the channel. We got another video today. Tonight we got a video tonight. We're gonna be discussing the promo tomorrow because I want to get you guys updated. I want you guys to know everything that's going on. If you guys enjoyed the video, thumbs up. I like to do these videos on Thursday night so that you guys can watch these and kind of just be like super prepared for the weekend ahead. I feel like they really help, guys. Also, we have a video coming out in the morning that I will schedule. It's gonna be crazy. We got a lot of good packs on stream today. So that will be out. But we're here to talk about what is tomorrow. So, obviously, this is the new loading screen that we got today. Now, this is just going to be a hint of 3 players. I'm going to be more talking about what you guys should expect tomorrow and just kind of things like that. So, 88 center mid. You got these stats, right? We don't really mind. The main takeaway from this is that, one, it looks like there's a potential Conte coming to be a center back. Could be a Pogba. I don't really know why it would be Pogba, but I'm thinking maybe it's Conte. And then also, it looks like we're going to be getting potentially a Ronaldo right wing. It could also be Mbappe, but people are speculating that they might change Ronaldo's weak foot to 5-star. I'm thinking it's because they didn't change the weak foots last week. It's probably going to be more likely a lefty Ronaldo on the right side, but who knows, man? Maybe they're going to change it and just kind of go all out, now for the end of it. So, tomorrow is going to be a traditional promo. There's nothing going to be crazy. It is probably going to come out that we do get a player SBC tomorrow. Would be the main, I guess, like entree for the promo. We do still have the upgrade SBCs out that will overlap. We should be getting another weekly objective, obviously, as this Acuna ends tomorrow. I did not complete this card, even though he was solid. I did a review on him, but I felt like for me, I didn't love all the rivals wins, so we'll get another shot at looking at maybe somebody that we could get tomorrow. And then also it's going to be a big emphasis that EA will bringing another lone Shapeshifters player pick. So I think what I'm curious about tomorrow is how does EA do it? Because a lot of these promos that EA does, they've been kind of releasing the teams for like a shortened period of time. Is kind of the sometimes the way they do it. With Headliners 2, they released this team only until Tuesday, right? So this team turns out to be, if you go on the market right now, a lot more rare. So I'm going to be very curious to see if EA do something like that again, which I'm thinking based on these cards, because EA are going to try to sell this promo. I think that we'll probably get a full week in packs just because EA are going to try to make as much money as possible. And that's EA doing EA type things, right? They're going to go all out. They're going to try to make their money, and that's what EA does. So we'll probably get another team, and I got to be real with you guys. I want to be just brutally honest. It is going to be very hard for this team number 2 to beat this team number 1. And why I say this is that, I mean, we have a position change Marcelo. Some of the cards available in this team number 1 are so damn good. I did so many player reviews this week, and so many players were just awesome that I'm going to be genuinely surprised if there are somehow going to be like players that are genuinely better in the second one. It's going to be impressive to me if that's a thing that we do end up seeing. So that's another thing. But I think because now that, we have this kind of Ronaldo in, potentially, or Mbappe, it is going to stir up the market a little bit in the next 12 to 18 hours. Now, if here's just a hypothetical. If Ronaldo does come tomorrow and EA do give him a 5-star weak foot, there's going to be a bit of a crash on some top tier cards, and top tier is like the cards that are over 3 mil. The reason for that is that people will just sell everything and go get. That's one of those cards that everybody's going to want to try to go experience, and they don't want to have the fear of missing out with, right? That's going to be one of those cards. It's going to be one of those cards that people might actually be dumb enough to panic sell the team of the year, which is a phenomenal card to go ahead and get that other card. Don't even put it past the people who play this game. I can see them doing it. So keep that in mind as well. You got to analyze the team before you make moves. Guys, the key to making coins this year, right? And I say this every single Friday, Thursday night. Last week, we didn't have a low market on Friday morning, right? It just didn't happen. A lot of the time, what's been going on is that there's either a lot of panic on Friday morning or there's like a mini amount. One out of every a couple promos in the moon has a crash in the afternoon. And that's just kind of the risk you have to take. If there's no mid-icon pack, if there's no like crazy repeatable SPC that comes out in the afternoon, a lot of the time, what will end up happening is that the market just goes up on Friday nights. And if you don't know that concept by now, the market flies on Friday night because it's just the time when everybody's forced to go buy teams, forced to play weekend league. So if there's nothing else to hinder everybody's attention away from the thing that they do every weekend, then everybody's just gonna go keep buying icons, keep buying cards and things like that. And that's why you just see any kind of panic on Friday usually is subsided, usually within a couple hours after the promo release, which is something that I do expect yet again to happen tomorrow. I just think that this is going to be another one of those teams that we get similar to this one, maybe a couple less players that are as good, and then everybody's going to say, F it, I'm going to buy in. Now, the thing I will warn you guys about market-wise, and if you're going to make any moves or buy any players for your teams, just be careful, right? And the reason I say be careful is you don't want to get caught up in buying a card that might lose some value because of a new card. And my main example for that is Ben Yedder, because this was the first time that I ever saw this really happening. And what happened with Ben Yedder with this week was that this guy was 500K and he dropped a ton. Even with a card that came out that was this expensive, people had the coins to go ahead and sell the other one and somehow find a million other coins, which is something that's like the first time I've ever really seen that happen on FIFA Ultimate Team. I've not seen that a lot. Usually when you get a card that comes out that is like super duper expensive, it really doesn't allow people to be able to sell the cheaper version and go get the next version. So what it told me last Friday was that people have coins. People are willing to spend coins on these new promo cards and things like that. Now, if you guys want to do any risky stuff tomorrow, I know that there are some people that watch me, and I know that you guys are going to be wanting to do some dumb stuff on the market tomorrow with the flipping. I don't really do that because I'm streaming on Fridays usually. If you were one of those people, the buy time for these cards the last 2 weeks has been usually an hour and a half to 2 hours after they get released. Usually, that's been the buy time on these guys. Then they've been going up for 2 hours and then dropping down a little bit at night and then kind of rising overnight a little. That's kind of what's been happening with these guys recently. I can only speak on recently. And then in terms of the overnight flipping tips, because I know you guys always like talking about that stuff, I did some overnight flipping last week. The guys in this squad that did very well with overnight flipping last week, I believe, I think Atal did very well. I think Mertens did not so well. I think Atal was the main one that did very well last week. I think this guy might have done well as well. We talked about that because he's the only Serie A right back. So, guys, this promo is not worth selling anything for. Don't sell anything. And to my guys that are wondering about these cards, right? I don't know what's even going to happen with these cards, man. If EA don't bring out an SBC tomorrow that requires high rateds, it is going to be insane how low these cards go. They're already at 17K, 87 rateds. If EA do not bring an SBC, I will repeat myself, it will be shocking how low these cards go. Like, it's going to be that look where I'm going to get on probably a video Saturday or Sunday with you guys and just start buying. What I may do is tomorrow while I'm on stream, or you guys will see it in a YouTube recap video, I may do a club stock, man. If there's nothing really SBC-wise that like really intrigues people and they get really low at night, I might do it because the move has been that usually by the time we get to Saturday, sometimes there's been a good SBC that will prop up the market within the SBC market. But the craziest part for me is that there are so many people that are actually like unassigned on these cards, and it's just, to me, it's mental. Like, there's so many people that have these cards, and guys, you gotta understand that there's a lot of investors, man, that have bought into these cards like here, right? Like right here, 23K. And so to see these guys now down at like 18, 19K, it's just like, dude, it's the opportunity to make coins on these cards right now and the potential. Look, the return on the investment on a lot of these guys right now is very, very, I would say appealing to me. Like, look at this Onana, man. Onana 85 is 4K, right? Like, 85s are 4K. Just paint that picture, man. They're literally 4,000 coins, dudes. It's mental. It's literally mental. If you look at the daily graph of 85s, 85s are cheapest since like November 13th. This is they're the cheapest right now. They've been in like 3 to 4 months. Look at what sometimes they get up to, 160. Guys, there's been times this year where 85 has been 22K, 20K. There's been a time where there's ones with good links that are like 20K, 18K. We now have these guys where, you know, used to have guys like Koke selling really expensive. How much is a Koke right now? Oh, he's out of packs though. 9K. How about like a Saul? Now, these guys provide links, right? So they're a little bit different. But yeah, 7K for Saul, man. Look at this price. I mean, it's just mental. So the opportunity is starting to really look appealing to any of you guys that want to do this and make some safe coins. I'm going to tell you something right now. If you guys did a club stock within the next 48 hours, I would almost guarantee that you'll make coins some point in the next month. And it's something you could do really safe if you do have those extra coins. Just put them in your club get some value into these cards. Just put them into your club. And I really think there's a decent opportunity for you guys, man, to really make some coins. I think it's got to be it. Now, my plans are that, I'm going to stream tomorrow, but I'm going to hopefully look at some cards in the morning and try to get some panic, whether it's icons, special cards, things like that. A move that I made today, just to be real with you guys, because I was streaming and I didn't I don't tweet out my stuff, man. I don't really tweet out like my trades and stuff. I bought Bruno Fernandes during the Man U game. I wasn't watching, but I heard he was playing well. I bought him at 340 to 350, some at 330. I had like 6. Sold him at 370 to 380. So this is an example I want you guys to start looking at of real life hype, right? This kind of stuff is stuff that really does happen, right? People will go on to FIFA after a popular player or a popular team does very well or scores a goal, right? And it's just something that happens constantly in real life. And it's going to continue to happen. So if you guys are ever watching a big game and there's like a big goal or something, and it's got to be a really big game, right? Like a Champions League, a Europa League, one of those kinds of things with a really in form or in demand player. I mean, I think another good example of another player this year that's been doing this is Adama. Adama Traore had his kind of like span where everybody did the SBC, even myself, and his cards on the market would really go crazy, depending on how he played. Also today, guys, we did get an Azpilicueta SBC. It was interesting to me today that this didn't really move the 85 market that much. It moved a couple cards with good links. Now, he's 198K. I did review on my second channel. I liked him, man. I wanted to tell you guys just the short stories that I really did like him. So if you guys are a person that has a Premier League team, this is interesting to me. I think it might be worth doing just based on you have Ake for 220 on the market, and then Otamendi I think is 200. So it did interest me, man, this Azpilicueta. I think it's a card that definitely intrigues me. Value-wise, I think the value is definitely potentially there, and I think if you're interested, then do it, man. I wouldn't hold you back from doing it, guys. I think this is definitely a decent SBC, and one that you should consider. You don't have to do it, but I would consider it. I think it's something worthwhile. And then as for the Weekend League team this weekend, man, I'm not sure, guys. I wanted to keep it updated with you guys. This is my transfer list. I've done a very good job of clearing stuff out. I've just got a couple more losses to take with Frankie De Jong, and then this is like the cleanest my transfer list has been in a long time. And I'm very happy about it. I'm very happy about it because I needed to do it for a long time. For the Weekend League team, man, Neymar's obviously going to be there. I have a couple options. I don't know yet what I'm going to do. I really want to try this George Best. He looks phenomenal. And then I had my eyes on Garrincha, man. I had my eyes on Garrincha, bro. This guy on rewards day was like yesterday was 4.6, 4.5. But he's starting to get a little bit more supply to the market now, and it doesn't really look like he's selling. He just looks phenomenal. I want to use him as a cam. But it also puts that pressure on me when I start using expensive cards that you got to perform. And I think it was nice last weekend using like Dybala and an untradeable Ben Yedder. So we'll kind of see how the promo brings us tomorrow. And we'll kind of see the cards that they come out with tomorrow, man. I think that's a big thing. I think also like kind of in the back of my mind, I was also considering using Lucas Moura. Lucas Moura is a card that I tried out that I thought was absolutely brilliant. So this is also another card that I'm very interested in, but yeah, we'll have to see, man. I'm gonna make some decisions though. I always figure out like what team I'm using by the weekend though, like on that Friday. So I'm not in a rush. I'll figure it out probably tomorrow in terms of what team I'm using because right now I have no freaking idea. So guys, thank you for watching the video today. Appreciate it. I want to give you guys updated. That's what you can expect tomorrow. I'm not expecting like any kind of market crash. We'll see what EA brings. But as for now, see you guys later. Bye bye.